Welcome back to Capitol Tonight. Texas Democrats continue to insist they'll soon have a viable Democratic gubernatorial candidate. But there are already a number of challengers lining up to take on Republican incumbent Governor Greg Abbott. One of them is joining us now. Jeffrey Payne, thanks so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me here. Thank you.
Well, just to give some of our viewers a little perspective of who you are, you're a Dallas-based businessman. You own a gay leather bar in Dallas. With no real political background, what made you decide to run for governor?
Well, just to add to that, I also own 4 other businesses.
Okay.
I own a court reporting firm, so I'm in the courts all day. I also own a clothing retail location, a property management company, and a land holding company. So I'm very diverse in my businesses. What brought me to run was we need someone with leadership skills that maybe doesn't have the political background, but knows how to run a business, knows how to reach out to people. Also, my background, I was for the EEOC in Louisiana when I resided in Louisiana as a mediator. And so as a mediator, you bring in people who have disagreements and find out what one side wants, what the other side wants, and then you come to a mutual agreement. Having done that for so many years, that's what the Capitol needs. That's what our state needs, is to bring in everyone, not just the select few. Bring in everyone with their ideas and create solutions to real problems that are facing Texas.
Do you think some of the positions that you are running on, or some of your background has been pinpointed more than others, as I mentioned earlier, that you own a gay leather bar?
Yes, that seems to be the one the media likes to stick to, as well as myself being in a same-sex marriage. I think those, and as we've traveled, and we've done extensive traveling so far, everyone keeps telling me, we don't care, what are your policies? And so we've had a wonderful reception, and we look forward to continue traveling all the way up to the primary.
Reality, it is deep red Texas, continues to be, as we've experienced over the past several decades. How do you find the sport, make the case to Texans to support you?
I believe that once they see that, A, I'm not a career politician, you can't just look at an individual during the campaign run. You have to look at their entire life and what they have done their entire life. And for me, it's 49 years. I'm holding strong. I'll be 50 shortly, but we'll say 49 now. But look at my entire 49 years and the philanthropy work that I've done in the community. When I traveled the world for a year, when I had the title, when it was a male pageant, I won, yay. But I was able to travel the world, Europe, South Africa, Dubai, Australia, etc. And so I got to experience different cultures. And what was wonderful about that was I also was able to raise money for individuals in need in those communities as well.
As we mentioned earlier, we're hearing a lot from Democrats that they do still have a viable candidate, a well-known candidate that they will be announcing soon. When you hear that, what's your response to that?
I'll be point blank, or to the point rather. They have a viable candidate. If they're looking for someone with name recognition, by March 6th, we'll have that. We're already starting to get it. If they're looking for someone famous, well, that'll never be me. However, what I do bring is sensibility. I'm intelligent. I can run businesses. But when they say we're looking for a viable candidate, it's a backhanded compliment, I think, by basically saying I'm not a viable candidate. And we are a viable candidate. And ask the people that we've already spoken with, the people that are already supporting us and donating to our campaign. We're a viable campaign. And I believe March 6th, when we win the primary, they'll come around. But I do understand their predicament right now. I am outside the box. But that box hasn't worked in 24 years. So maybe it's time to look outside that box.
Well, and speaking to that to some extent, you've put in $2.5 million of your own money so far. Of course, Governor Abbott has a huge war chest,
Yes.
but what do you do in terms of fundraising and getting Democrats to get behind you and help you out here?
Actually, our fundraising, when we meet people and we speak with people, the donations come in. And so we're not having an issue with raising money right now. As the campaign needs money, of course, I supply it myself. But I haven't had to put as much in so far as I thought I would because we're getting the donations in. At the same time, it doesn't take $41 million to run for governor of Texas. We don't need that much money, and it's called being fiscally responsible and using the money that you do have in the best possible way.
Is there one issue, one thing that passed during the last legislative session, a couple of different things that really made you want to jump into this race?
There were many issues, but the last special session, the main one, the one where I finally said you can't wait any longer, was the bathroom bill. We're wasting time on that while education is going downhill. We still have an immigration issue in this state. We still have healthcare issues, women's rights issues. But that was the one that I went, okay, we are wasting yet more time and energy on a bathroom bill. Because at the end of the day, it was an issue that was created that wasn't an issue. Individuals who are transgender were already going to the restroom that they needed to go to. And there are no cited reports that anyone ever accosted someone in the restroom. So they were already doing something. So why create a bill to fix a problem that didn't exist?
Jeffrey Payne, we are out of time, but we will get you back in as the campaign progresses. Thank you so much for stopping by the studio. We appreciate it. The Quorum Report's Harvey Kronberg is in next.